This was Gaza just hours after the UN Security Council called for a halt to the fighting. A new wave of Israeli airstrikes and tank fire hit the north of the territory. In one attack, Palestinian doctors say 6 members of the same family were killed. There was a missile on their home, this man said. The people were broken into pieces. They were all children with their mother. They had to pick up their bones. The death toll is now approaching 800, and in the morgues, parents of children identify their bodies. Grief, exhaustion and fear now define life in Gaza, but both Hamas and Israel have rejected the UN resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire.
With all due respect to the United Nations, Israel will have to do what it has to do, what any sovereign country would do, and that is to make sure that we're not out to save Private Ryan, we're out to secure the safety and security of 1 million Israelis in the south who've been subjected for 8 years to the most horrific barrage of indiscriminate rockets falling on their homes, kindergartens and schools.
The United States abstained from the Security Council vote, but the resolution passed in New York with full British backing.
The need for the immediate, durable ceasefire that is fully respected by all sides, and the UN Security Council is here to make its own views known loud and clear, and of course then it's for people on the ground, the decision makers on the ground, to follow through, and they now have responsibilities, as do we.
But far from considering a halt now, Israel is instead mulling an escalation, a new phase of its ground operation at a time when accusations are growing that civilians are being deliberately targeted. The UN claims Israeli forces herded people into a building this week, only to shell it, killing 30 of them. The UN has suspended its aid operations in Gaza because it says its staff aren't safe from Israeli fire. Hamas, meanwhile, in these pictures, is trumpeting its successes. Sniper attacks on Israeli soldiers, targeted and fired upon in the battles in built-up areas on the ground. Israel has already lost 10 of its soldiers, but Israeli public opinion is still behind this operation, and that may count more than the words of the UN.